What's up, y'all? It's your boy Jamiron at J&J Sports. Just want to let you guys know we are officially on Spotify audio. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to Barracks for the studio, and we'll see you guys soon on the show.
Shout out to J&J. So I just want to send a shout out to J&J Sports for having me once again.
This is, episodes, man. You guys got a real good thing going on.
Well, I thought we'd go ahead and talk about flag football in the Olympics because we've got some previous videos covering this. If y'all want to go back and check them in our backlog, but it's going to be the Los Angeles 2028 Olympics, and this is going to be the first time that we're ever going to see flag football as an Olympic sport.
Yes.
So it's going to be high speed, 5-on-5, non-contact, and it's going to focus on agility, precision, and definitely athletic ability.
Oh,
is
yeah.
going to focus in
Oh,
on
yeah.
this. So.
Yeah.
Brute force will not be a factor here like with, the NFL. And start us off with a question. Do you think global audience is going to embrace this sport?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's definitely going to be an embracement. It should anyway. It's always good to see either international people come here or we go out international and do our thing. I think it's going to be fun.
What's interesting with flag football is it seems like it's a lot like soccer in that you don't need all the gear. You don't need a helmet. You don't need the shoulder pads and stuff. But you're still able to play a version of the game.
Right.
You just need the flags and, a field, maybe some cleats and a ball.
And a ball, yeah. Pretty much.
Do you think flag football's format level, like the playing field being smaller, is going to make it easier for nations that are good at soccer and things like that to compete with the United States?
Yeah, because like I said, I feel like the soccer and that's a more diverse and more challenging sport than the flag football. I mean, it's flag football. It's pretty simple. You got a small field.
That has me wondering if we're going to see any maybe former or current soccer players trying to sign up for flag football who maybe didn't make the soccer team.
I could see that.
Because, there's a lot of stopping and starting and shifting and stuff.
It might be a lot of swapping too, even with the flag football. I could see a lot of wide receivers might want to try soccer or, go that way, which I could see that for sure.
I think, a sport like this, it's kind of looking back to basketball, which the United States is always excellent in. Although this is different from regular football.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you got to think that the U.S. is going to try to make some sort of dream team, of course. And there's a debate of NFL stars wanting to play, too. Do you think that they should want to play?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we was covering the Sanders might be doing some type of, I don't know if they're going to be part of the flag team, but I think all the stars. I heard Tom Brady might be joining in there too, so.
Yeah, I feel like something like that, if Brady wants to be on the team, he's going to be on the team. No one's going to say no to him. It's
absolutely
one of those.
Not. Yeah, absolutely not. He's been broadcasting for a minute, but I think that's what a lot of people want to see him back on the field and see what he got still.
Yeah, if you see Brady throwing to people like Tyreek Hill wants in at flag football in the Olympics. So that connection would be lethal.
That would be lethal for sure, yeah. That'd be fun.
And then from the defensive side, Green Bay's Micah Parsons and New York's Sauce Gardner. So if you have Micah doing pass rush and Sauce out in coverage.
Oh man, that's a difficult defense right there, for sure. Even with flags.
So do you think an all-star roster of NFL players is automatically the best strategy? Or do you think that they should try to dedicate it to flag football specialists?
No, I think all-stars would work because the only thing they have to realize they'll have to switch some things around. But I think U.S. all-stars would be.
So when it comes to the running game or the passing game, pretty much automatically NFL stars have that down.
Like the guys that are shifty. It got to be the guys that's shifty because, if you try to put Derrick Henry in, he's used to running over people. You know what I mean? Barkley, he's used to getting he's a little more shifty, I feel like.
That perfectly leads into my next question. Do you think, which NFL player skills would translate perfectly for flag football? So, which superstars might be a liability with their aggressiveness?
Let's see. Oh, definitely Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, he's a bulldozer. Probably a little bit of Alvin Kamara, but Alvin Kamara, he's pretty shifty. Just guys like that, heavy set running backs for sure. Anybody else is cool.
So speed backs would probably be good.
Yeah.
Speedy wide receivers
Yeah.
that are.
Tyreek Hill definitely need to be on there. Who else? I would say.
I wonder if tight ends would translate well because they're they're real physical.
Yeah.
So that
see,
maybe
that's the thing. Is like it would, but they would have to be open all the time. They can't just be somebody right behind them, or they have to be open. If they can be open, then they'll work out. Because their instinct is to naturally push or shift or drag you down or something like that. So.
And we had already mentioned this, but it's the quarterback question of who's going to lead Team USA.
I think it's a lot of options, but
Most critical position.
other than Tom Brady, we put him to the side. I'm gonna have to say either Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna have to say Joe Burrow.
That was who I was just about to say too.
That's who I think Joe Burrow needs to get some type of shine because he's been with the Bengals and so I think Joe Burrow for sure.
This might be a controversial opinion, but what about Dak Prescott? Just for the marketing side of it and the Dallas Cowboys.
I can see him doing it. I can see him doing it for sure. I mean, yeah, I can see him doing it.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb has actually said that he would like to participate.
He needs to, yeah.
He did just have an ankle injury yesterday against the Bears, so I don't know how severe that's going to be. Hopefully he comes back soon and it's just something minor.
You're right.
But the Cowboys have gave their blessing to say go ahead and compete if you'd like to.
Absolutely, yeah. I think he should definitely be another wide receiver on there.
And that definitely goes into Jerry saying he wants the Cowboys on that global stage. You know, team owner Jerry Jones, he wants people to be looking and talking about the Cowboys all over the planet.
Right, exactly. That's why he definitely should be on there. Him and Dak.
So if we're building a fantasy flag football team for the Olympics, who's your starter?
Dang. Okay. Quarterback, I'll say Joe Burrow because I did say him. Wide receiver, I have either Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase is wide receiver 1, and then I'll have CD or Tyreek Hill is wide receiver 2. And then running back, probably like Barkley, Kamara, and then the defense, I mean, whoever, really.
Yeah, wide receivers, I definitely have to go with Justin Jefferson on one side and Amon-Ra St. Brown on the other. I think that they would be really good at flag. Yeah. And then quarterback-wise, that's always tough to look at the league. Yeah. And I liked what you said about Joe Burrow. I agree with that one. Yeah. But I probably want Mahomes just because he also has that high profile.
Yeah,
but he would be good even now as a pocket passer because he's got some mobility. But when it comes to just pure passing, I think that he'd be good in flag.
Yeah, I think him. Another person that'll be good at quarterback is Lamar Jackson because he's really shifty too. I would like to see if it's not you can't just pull his flag that easy. Like it's gonna be a challenge for sure.
And then also looking into it, the hardware that you win out of something like this. We got to talk about a Super Bowl ring versus an Olympic gold medal. Okay. And, just straight from the top, what do you think is probably more important?
Dang. I still think the Super Bowl ring because, like I said, that's what you got to this level for. But I think that international Olympic ring is like, okay, that just shows that you're a star overall world star player, like superstar and then a world star. I think that's the difference.
Well, yeah, because this kind of reflects what's going on with the NBA and the Olympic basketball team, whereas you've got a lot of NBA players who are good, excellent players who have gold medals in the Olympics but no championship rings.
And that just shows that, okay, you're a world star player, like a world superstar player, versus regular players that either have one ring or don't have any rings, but they're really talented and they're really good. Like, it's a lot of players like that. DeMar DeRozan and the guys like that. Really talented. Might not get a ring, but those are the guys I think should be in the Olympics, the guys like that.
And then, looking at NFL players, especially ones who maybe already have a Super Bowl ring, what do you think's the bigger motivator between adding another piece of hardware or having that title of Olympian?
I think the title Olympian, because I feel like once you get that ring, it's like, yeah, it's good to have multiple back-to-back, but honestly, it really doesn't matter. Once you reach that level and get that, try to achieve a new goal, you know?
If it's successful and exciting the first time around with the Olympic flag football, do you think that that could be the key to kind of unlocking American football's potential as being a global sport?
Yeah, definitely. I think even, like I said, some players right now that's not getting a lot of time and a lot of, that can show the U.S. coaches and stuff like, hey, we missing out. We need to go ahead and grab him because he did a lot over there at the, Olympics,
And the NFL, they're doing games all over. They had a game in Sao Paulo recently.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of, like, in London and yeah.
This next weekend, Sunday morning, they're going to be playing a game in Ireland, which I think that might be the first time they've ever played in Ireland.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be exciting, man.
So, y'all, please let us know what you think about that. Are you going to be tuning in 2028 for flag football at the Olympics?
We will, definitely, for sure.
Let us know, drop in the comments your fantasy teams for flag football.
Hey, it's James Jerwitz from J&J Sports. Make sure you check out our episodes that are now on Spotify, and shout out to Barracks.
J&J Sports.
Coming to y'all live in 2025.